Good morning.
Hey.
Happy Monday. It is later in the morning, taking a very, very quick, very brief break from work because
We got a new toy.
we got our new TV this morning. So all kinds of things are happening already on Monday morning. I should have started vlogging when I woke up because first thing I did this morning was I used the rug doctor. Shh, this is a secret. Mom doesn't know yet. I used the rug doctor that Emma rented yesterday on the carpet in Mom's room because it is nasty and it's... Where'd she go? Oh, she's back here. It's Smokey's fault. It's not his fault. It's her fault.
She did it.
The carpet's filthy in Mom's room. Or it was. Now it's less filthy because I used the rug doctor.
I think it looks a lot better.
So that's what all of those parts over there are, and this handle over here, wherever that is. So I've got to take that back at some point during the course of the morning. And
Hopefully
then,
soon.
just now, our new TV arrived.
Behold.
It's gigantic. It's 75 inches. Also, the bug guy, I almost said bug man. You said bug man, and now I can't stop thinking about bug man. The bug guy is here. So the guy who is taking care of making sure there are no bugs in our house is here. So there's just all kinds of stuff going on. The robot vacuum is still vacuuming. Anthony mopped the floor this morning, and he's been over there 3 times. I don't know what he's doing.
He's looking for more bugs.
No, the vacuum.
I know, the vacuum's looking for bugs just
I think he's just looking for sand and dog hair.
He just needs something to do.
So, big morning already.
I'm excited for the big TV.
I can hardly wait to set up this TV. You want to do it on our lunch break? We can set it up.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So, anyway, just wanted to update you. That's what's going on. Big morning. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
We're taking our lunches together, and we're going to set up the TV on our lunch breaks. I'm so excited. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Me too. We have a new TV, and it's all set up, and it's gigantic.
It's perfect.
Why did it take us longer to figure out how to connect the internet than it did to take it out of the box, set it up, plug it in?
Well, we were born before 2000, so that's probably why.
Yeah, I'm on the cusp of being a millennial. I don't even know what word tried to come out of my mouth there, but I guess I'm too old to set up technology. This used to be easy for me, and this was not. But
Smart TVs are apparently our limit.
I blame the Ethernet cords because I had everything plugged in, ready to go, and I guess I should have just waited to plug it in until after. Because I kind of felt let's just plug in the Ethernet and then we can bypass the Wi-Fi. Nope.
Nope. This thing doesn't do Wi-Fi if the Ethernet cable is plugged in at all, which is just weird.
Anyway, we're going to go back to work, but we have a new TV. And then at some point, we're going to watch Wicked on our brand new HDR TV.
4K Wicked, HDR.
We're so excited. But the TV is set up and the house is a disaster now, but I don't care.
We'll clean it.
We have it set up. That's the big thing. And I'm losing my voice. I don't know what's happening. I've had trouble with my contact lens, so if I wink at you, I'm not trying to send you any messages. I just literally cannot see out of my left eye right now. So I've started dinner. We are doing another one of the Kevin's meals. We're doing 2 of them, I should say that, because one meal, one box, is typically enough to feed 2 people. So we're doing 2 because it's going to feed Mom and Emma and Anthony and I. We're doing the Korean barbecue style chicken. And I'm very excited. I think it sounds really delicious. We've got some cauliflower rice, but not quite enough to feed all of us. So we're gonna add some, I missed, of the ready rice, the Ben's original ready rice, to the cauliflower rice just because it makes it stretch a little bit further. And then for the other vegetable, I have to show you what we got in our grocery order from Walmart on Friday. Mom placed an order for pickup from Walmart, and there's a reason why I don't like to order groceries for pickup, because you never really know what you're going to get from the produce section in particular. This is what we got. 1 medium-sized zucchini. I would call this on the small side of a zucchini. I've seen much larger zucchini. This might feed 1.5 people. So I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with it. And at this point, I'm thinking I grate it up on the box grater and I throw it in with the cauliflower rice. And then it's not even there, but then we're still getting the vegetable, and then the cauliflower is also a vegetable. I think green beans would be really good with this meal, but we don't have any. So that's where my head is at right now. I need to stir the rice because I added some garlic to the cauliflower rice because it makes it taste better. It just does. And the chicken, for whatever reason, tonight is really wet, so it's steaming and not pan searing yet. So it's just gonna take a little while longer to cook dinner tonight than usual. Maybe the problem is that I'm using a smaller pan for the chicken. That's probably it. Because usually I use this size pan for the chicken, but I'm using a smaller size. This is 10, that's 8 inches. So I'm just using a slightly smaller pan. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and grate up our sad zucchini. And then it won't go bad in the fridge. I'm gonna make it work. I just had to show you our one singular zucchini. Here's the grated up zucchini. The box grater really does work super well, but I think I want to go ahead and cook this a while and let the water kind of cook out of that zucchini because I know it's wet. So it'll cook, it'll be fine, and it'll hide in the rice and it'll be like it's not even there. It's fine. I like to hide zucchini like this in pasta sauces too, just to get another vegetable, a little more fiber. So dinner's nearly done and the chicken looks delicious. The sauce is like bubbling, yum. And the cauliflower rice is no longer just cauliflower. I added the zucchini, which you saw, and then I added some shredded carrots, or rather Anthony did at my request, because I was just thinking, I think it would be really good in this to have kind of like a vegetable stir fry rice sort of situation. So it's almost gonna be like we had a whole vegetable. I don't know.
It smells yummy, so that's what matters.
Yeah, I did taste the sauce a little bit, and I thought that like the carrot would go really well with it. So I'm just trying to cook a lot of that moisture out, and it's taking a while. So we're getting there. It's gonna be more like vegetable paste, but that's okay. It'll be fine. The sauce is what matters, and the chicken, and I think that'll help a lot.
Rice?
Yeah, real rice. Here's finished product of dinner. Anthony's got the new TV blasting, so
I thought it would be harder to hear.
he wanted us to be able to hear it from all the way over here, but we can certainly see it from all the way over here, so that's nice. Hey! So, you guys know I like to make butter chicken, and we
like to eat.
Yeah, we all like
butter
to
chicken.
eat butter chicken. So I did something crazy, maybe. I think it was a good purchase. But the butter chicken spice that I've been using, it's like a spice blend that we bought at TJ Maxx. We ran out. So I went to the website and they have it in like the little jars that we bought at TJ Maxx, and then they had it in a bulk pack. So you can see this bag in the foreground. I bought the bulk
pack.
I bought the bulk pack, and it's an enormous plastic sack. And I think it's crazy, but it's 2.5 kilograms.
Kilos.
So I'm gonna put it in a jar that has like a rubber seal on the lid.
Do you want to cut this little off?
I think that's how I want to do it. So I've got a couple of Ziploc bags of butter chicken seasoning. It reminds me of when I went to Alaska for the very first time, and I took some butter chicken spices with me, and my whole suitcase smelled like butter chicken. And now every time I wear those sweatpants with my Woodstock sweatshirt, I think of butter chicken now. But then we've got this container, which is going to be our cabinet container of butter chicken spice, and then we'll keep this other thing, this big jar, in the pantry as a backup. So this was, I won't call it cheap.
A great purchase.
It was a good deal for what I spent because I think it was like, I don't even know how to do the math.
Like a third of the price.
It was like a third of the price to buy the bulk pack as opposed to buying it in the little jars, and then a lot less wasteful because it came in this box in the plastic bag, so it wasn't like a bunch of heavy glass jars. So it was less for shipping, less space, less waste in the jars themselves, and then it was just a plastic bag. So we won't have to buy butter chicken spice for a while. So that's nice. But that was like the big thing that I was waiting for in the mail, and it came, and I'm so happy. That was fun. Well, good morning. Happy Tuesday. I'm sitting outside the plasma building, and Mom is with me because she's gonna go back to donating plasma today. It's like 6 a.m. The first group of people just went in. I think our appointments are at 6 and 6:05, so we're gonna go in here in a couple of minutes. But I like to let the race cars that are in a hurry, I like to let them go in first, because if I go in even up to like 6:15, even 6:30, I can usually make it home in time for work. Mm-hmm. This morning, though, since we're riding together, I'm gonna have to take her to work, which is totally fine.
Yeah.
So I'll take her to work on the way home, and then Emma will go and pick her up from work when Emma's done with work.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. It's 6:50 and I'm done already. I'm sitting in the car waiting because Mom is not done yet, so she's still plugged into the machine. So I'm just gonna sit out here. I brought a protein shake and I'm gonna read, and I'm just gonna wait till she's done. It shouldn't be too much longer for her. They had to do they had to take blood samples for her today, so that's kind of why she's a little bit behind. And also she's a little older and probably less well hydrated than I was. I was very well hydrated today, so good for me. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit here. I can hardly believe how early I got done. I got done at 10 till. This is the earliest I think I've ever been done. I've been home for a little while. It's like, what, 12:30? 12:42. So I've been working, and it is absolutely pouring outside. It has not rained this heavily in a long time. Can you see that rain coming down out there? Also, we're hoarding cardboard because Mom's using it for landscaping. But oh my gosh, I'm gonna go outside so you can hear it.
This is the kind of rain that I like to sit in the garage and watch.
It's so funny because like it keeps letting up. Like now it's not raining as hard, but just a minute ago, like just 5 seconds ago, like look at this rain gushing from the roof. Wow.
Hi, good afternoon.
We've got to stop meeting like this. I was looking through vlog footage and I realized we film a lot of clips in the car.
It's a new bit of ours.
It's one of the only times that I have that I'm not doing something. Except I'm still driving because he is my passenger princess.
Hi.
One of these days I'm going to teach him how to drive. It's 6:34 and we are on our way to Hobby Lobby.
It's so exciting.
Okay, so Saturday, our framed items that we dropped off a couple of weeks ago were supposed to be ready. I never received a phone call from Hobby Lobby, so I called this morning, and I'm a little ticked off about it because I called this morning, and they were like, yeah, they're ready. They've been ready for a couple of days. And I was like, I never received a phone call to tell me that they were ready to be picked up. And also, Hobby Lobby's closed on Sunday, so I couldn't have gone Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
So she was like, well, we called you and we kept getting the busy signal. I'm like, first of all, I don't talk to people on the phone, ever. So when my phone rings, I will typically answer it and then immediately mute it if it's a number that I don't recognize. Because if it's a spam call, I just answer it and immediately mute myself so that they can't hear me, but it stops ringing. So if it's a machine, like a bot, the bot thinks that it's like a broken link or whatever. You know what I mean?
That's so
anyway,
funny.
It works. But then if it's like a real human being, they will say something that sounds like a real human being, so I can interact with them. Like I can quickly unmute myself and I can say, hey, what's up? You know, and if it's somebody that I recognize, of course, I will talk to them on the phone.
Say hi.
My point in saying all of this is that I did not receive a single phone call on Friday,
let alone a
Saturday,
voicemail,
or Sunday, or Monday, and now it's Tuesday, and she's telling me, we called you. I'm like, no, you didn't. Stop lying. That makes me so angry. Anyway, we're on our way to Hobby Lobby. We're going to pick up our artwork because it's supposed to be done.
and I'm so excited. I can't wait for us to be able to show it off.
Yeah.
Because I think they're going to look really good.
So,
and
if you're unaware of what we're picking up, Anthony's sister painted him a Naruto, and it is incredible.
it came out really good.
So we had to get it framed because we know exactly where we're going to hang it up.
Yes, I'm so excited. I can't wait to show them later.
Yeah, because we're going to hang it up tonight. It's happening. And then the other thing that we got framed, we're actually getting reframed because it's a piece of art that my mom has had since as long as I can remember. And it's hung in my house that I have lived in for as long as I can remember. And actually, I was at work one day and it hangs on the wall next to my desk, like where my desk is in the office now, and it fell off the wall and the frame broke. The glass did not shatter, thank goodness, but the frame broke, and I was like, well, that's really tragic and sad. The problem is that the hook or the nail that I had the picture on was definitely not big enough. I don't know what I was thinking when I hung it up on that.
You thought, yeah, that'll do.
Yeah, so I still need to repair that wall, so we're not going to hang that one back up tonight when we get it home. But I am really excited because we got it reframed in like a better frame, and we were gonna reuse the glass from it. We're reusing the matting and everything because it's gonna save us a little bit of money, but I upgraded the glass to the museum glass, so it's gonna be fresh and clean and also like anti-reflective, so I'm very excited about that. So that is where we are going now. But let's rewind a little bit to this morning because something happened this morning that I didn't tell you about, and he's gonna tell you about it.
Well,
it's all yours, babe. That's your handoff.
So Thomas and I were in the market for new gaming consoles recently, and last night they had Nintendo Switch 2s go into stock, apparently, or I saw news of that. Turns out Walmart nearby had some, so we went ahead and ordered some for pickup, and we were going to go pick them up around lunchtime
Today.
because that's when they said they were going to be available today. And then at like 6:45 in the morning, I got an email notification that our order was ready for pickup. So I had to wake up Thomas at 6:55 in the morning and call him on the phone and say, get up, we're going to get Nintendo Switches.
Get in the car, we're going shopping.
Yeah, get in the car, loser. And then we got there, we got home, went to go play with them because they're cool new toys, and mine doesn't work.
Right out of the box, and
Just
it wouldn't turn on.
Did not turn on. Tried all the troubleshooting things, hold the button down, try to factory reset it, plug it in the other way, flip it, bop it. Nothing worked.
Twist it, pull it, bop it.
Yeah, called customer service. Customer service is like, do this, do that, do this. All the things that I tried, obviously. And then they were like, okay, well, you're gonna have to send it back in and we'll fix it or replace it. And they sent me a shipping label and stuff, and they're gonna pay for it, which is cool. And then I was complaining about it to Emma and Sarah. And
tonight after work. So
after
now
work.
Many hours have passed, and he's been fighting with it like all day, on and off.
And I was telling Emma that, you know, it sucks that it happened, but those things happen with technology. So
he's like, yeah,
as long as they're going to give it to me.
When I push this button, nothing works.
I said to her, I was thinking maybe if I let it sit around and it dies eventually, I'll be able to press it and it might turn on. Because I had that kind of issue with my original Switch where sometimes it would be weird if it was low battery, or to get better if it had some more battery. So I had the thing charging all day, and I just left it unplugged after I called customer service. And I pulled it out, and I was like, watch this. And I go and press it, and it turns on. And it was like, I'm low battery, I need battery, plug me in. And I was like, oh, so now you want to turn on. Now it works when I'm complaining about it. So it just had to die. And I gave it what it needed to turn back on, I guess. I don't know what they were doing when they had it on display or when they put it through the factory, but whatever they did said, you have to die first to come back up. It works now. I set it up over dinner. So I have a new toy to play with.
All right, this was so much faster than dropping them off.
Oh my god, yeah.
That took forever to like order the frames, mostly because
They were so busy with...
Well, no, there was one gal that was like doing a pickup and
Had a lot of demands.
She was nitpicking, but then when we were trying to just tell her what we wanted, it took an hour.
Yeah.
It was so slow, but
getting them back.
I think it was worth it because
this looks pretty great.
Yeah.
And then
the other one I think is upside down. Yeah, but it looks great. I love this frame.
I think the frame looks really good.
Yeah. It is now 10 o'clock. I had every intention of going to bed early tonight. It's not happening, but I just got the Naruto artwork hung up and I'm going to show you where we put it. It's probably silly, but Anthony is very excited about this, so let me show you where we put it. I'm going to turn the camera around real quick. I'm in our bathroom. Left since eating dinner. Over here is our toilet room. You don't need to see the toilet. I'm going to turn the light on real quick. These are the shelves that I just mounted recently. And behind the door, there he is. It dwarfs this room, but he's going to get to look at it every day. And we're going to be stared at by Naruto every time we use the toilet. Anthony is so excited about this, so he doesn't even know that I hung it up, but it's done. Anthony's sister, I don't know if I said it, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Anthony's sister painted that for him, so she's incredibly talented. So we had to frame it and make it really nice, and of course we had to put it somewhere, so we put it in there. It's not a mark against the artist. In fact, I think Anthony is more excited to have it in there than he would be to put it in the office, because we talked about putting it in there, and then I mentioned just kind of as a joke to put it in here, because we actually have like a Little Caesars. It's something Thomas and Anthony brought over when they moved in because they both used to work for Little Caesars. But anyway, we have something from Little Caesars on the back door of, or the back of the door that's in the half bath downstairs. And it's just kind of like a little bit of a joke. You know, we have a Little Caesars pizza thing on the back of the door in the bathroom. And people only see it when they go in there and they close the door, right? So it's kind of like a joke. But this, I mean, this is our bathroom. I go in here multiple times a day, so I'm gonna get to look at it multiple times a day. And Anthony's gonna get to look at it at least a couple of times a day, you know? The other picture, I still need to hang, but before I put it up, I actually need to repair the hole in the wall where it was hung before, because there's a hole kind of, it's not like a huge gaping hole, it's like a little bit of a tear in the drywall where the nail is, because the nail is too small for the piece of artwork. Like I said, I don't know what I was thinking when I hung that up on that tiny little nail. Obviously that's not gonna hold that big thing up, Auburn, but whatever. Anyway, it's 10 o'clock at night. It's only Tuesday, and I feel like this vlog is already gonna be like so long. So I'm going to put the camera down and go to bed. And then in the morning, I've made a decision. I'm gonna start the Couch to 5K program again. I'm gonna restart it from the very beginning. And I'm gonna like go through it all the way from the very beginning all over again. So I'm gonna start tomorrow. Tomorrow's Wednesday, but it doesn't have to be a Monday to start over. I'm gonna start tomorrow with the Couch to 5K week 1, run 1. Does anybody care? No, but I'm telling you guys so I can hold myself accountable, because tomorrow I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna go for a run. Who is she? I don't know, but I'm gonna give it a try. So to do that, I need to go to bed though. So now, for real, putting the phone down, and I'll talk to you in the morning. It's just now like 7 o'clock. Right now, just now 7 o'clock. And I am doing my warm-up walk for my run. I'm a little anxious. It's kind of why I'm a little bit later than I would like to be this morning. My alarm started going off at 6. And I just kind of rolled around in bed because I didn't want to do it. I want to do it, but I'm afraid it's not going to go well. You know what I mean? So I got dressed. I'm out here. When I get home, I need to look for a car key because we have a car key that's missing. I hope this goes well. I haven't run since March and it's now nearing the end of July. So I feel like it's gonna be exactly like starting over from the very beginning. I would like to believe that it wouldn't be like that, but I believe it's gonna be like that, so it's fine. I'm gonna pick out some music to listen to while I run. And I have to hold my phone today because the shorts I'm wearing don't have pockets. We'll see how it goes. Well, I'm home and I did it. And it's 7:30. I'm a little sweaty because it's like 95% humidity this morning. So I'm gonna go upstairs and take a shower. But I did it. And it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. It was actually much better than I thought it was gonna be, feared it was going to be. So I think as a special little treat to myself and an incentive, I'm going to go upstairs and take a shower, and then tonight after work, I'm gonna go get a pedicure. You guys, I think it's gonna rain. Look at the sky. I love Florida summers because I love Florida summer rainstorms. And it's like, oh, there's the sprinkles. It's cool. No, I wouldn't call it cold, but it's probably 70 degrees. What are you doing? Can you get your claws out of the screen, please? Oh, I see. There's a lizard in there. Okay. Well, you get him, babe. Good job. Where are you taking him? Don't you dare take him in the house. I gotta close the door real quick. Can you show me your toy? I'm just loving the sky and the weather and even the little drip drops. Anthony and I are gonna go get pedicures in like an hour because it's like 4:43 right now. I'm just stepping away from my computer because the dog needed to come out. It's very clearly going to rain, and when she's asking me if she can please be let outside, the answer is always absolutely yes. So, yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on her because it is going to start raining any second. And I don't want to leave her out here because then she'll go back in the house dripping wet and also smelling like wet dog. And now the cat has a toy. But I called the nail salon and asked if they could take us for pedicures, and they said yes. So he and I are going to leave here probably close to 5:15. I mean, it is not a 15-minute drive to the grocery store, but if we get there a little early, you know, they should be able to take us. But we're gonna get pedicures tonight. I'm very excited because we were talking about it earlier. I have needed one for 2 months now. Like since I got home from Alaska, I've just needed one pretty desperately, and I still don't have one. You wanna come in? And after my run this morning, I decided I needed one pretty desperately because there's the rain. Come on, babe. All right, she's in. It's raining. She's a little damp, but it's fine. Let me finish my point. I was running this morning. My toenails were digging into the sides of my toes, and I started bleeding on my toes. I have ruined a pair of shoes with that before, so I need to get my toes fixed, like the toenails trimmed and like filed down so that I don't make my other toes bleed. But I'm excited for a pedicure tonight. Now we'll go back in the house. I'm done with that point. I'm sorry, it was totally pointless, but I wanted to tell you. Now I'm done with work, reheating some leftovers from last night for dinner, and I'm gonna tackle this little project here pretty quick because we have these flats of water. I kind of want to consolidate and make things nice and use these if I can, instead of having things out here on the floor for us to trip on. So I'm just gonna tackle this real quick and see if I can make it nice. So I had a little bit of help and I very quickly ran out of space, but we don't have cardboard boxes on the floor. So that's nice.
Yay.
So we have our pedicures, and they were done just down there, but we moved the car, and now we're dashing into Publix really quick because we need just a couple of things. So we're getting milk because we have some fiber cereal, and you have to have milk with cereal. And I just found blue milk, and it's not Star Wars blue milk, it's Fantastic Four blue milk.
Just far more threatening.
I don't need it. I don't even want it, but like, I want to know what it tastes like, you know?
It says berry on it.
It says Fantastic Berry. Is that Pedro Pascal? Well, good morning and happy Thursday. I'm so glad it's Thursday because that means that it's Friday Eve. I'm sitting here in front of the plasma donation center. I didn't think I was gonna make it today because traffic was obscenely heavy. And then I feel like I got stopped at every single red light on the way. And then just when I thought, oh, I can make it from here, I thought it was like a clear path. No, I got stuck behind a car who then stopped at a green light. Green. Nearly caused an accident because you're not supposed to stop at green lights. And then it was one of those situations where I couldn't get around this car because it was a steady stream of cars in the other lane because they all saw that we were stopped and couldn't figure out why. So everybody behind us was getting over. I never had the opportunity to get over, and then the light turned red. So I had to wait one entire light cycle. I was so frustrated, but it's just now 6 o'clock. I usually get here 5, even sometimes almost 10 minutes early, and everyone that was waiting outside has already been let in. It's crazy. So anyway, I just wanted to say hello, good morning, happy Thursday. I'm gonna go in and donate some plasma and read my book, and I'll talk to you in about an hour or so when I'm done. Well, I'm done. It was easy. Sometimes, some days, it goes better than others. Sometimes, some days it takes longer to get through the the finger stick process. Sometimes it feels like the donation takes forever. Sometimes it feels like I have to wait forever to be unplugged from the machine. Today, finger stick process, I had to wait in line, but it went quick. It went well. They didn't have to retake any vitals or anything. And then I got in the chair. They plugged me in real fast. And then I started my donation. I think at 6:19, 6:20 is when I texted Mom that I was starting. And she was one of the techs or phlebotomists was waiting for my machine to be done. So as soon as my machine went off, she was ready to unplug me. And she wrapped me nicely today. She didn't wrap me too tight. So it's nice. It's not quite almost 7. The car says it's 6:57. So I'm gonna head home. I got to read a little bit of my book, but I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna relax for a little bit before work. I'm no longer at home. Honestly, I don't even remember the last time I talked to you guys. It is now 5:30 p.m. 5:31 p.m. per the watch. I drove Mom up here to the dealership, service department. We were gonna pick up Emma's Jeep, which is right here, because it needed an oil change and had a recall or 2. So it has been here since Saturday. And the reason it took so long is because they didn't have all the parts to fix the recall, even though they said they did when we called and asked to bring it in and have the recall fixed. It doesn't matter. We're here now. We're gonna pick it up. I had something else to tell you. We're on a boil order again at home. That is the 3rd boil order, I think, this month. It might be the 3rd boil order in 4 weeks, but I think it's the 3rd boil order this month. I don't remember when the first one was. I could look back in my texts, but I'm not going to. But I just think it's really funny that it happened again. The water authority called Mom this morning. They called her at 5:50 a.m. to tell her we're under a boil order. It's really annoying. It's fine, it's not the end of the world. I would rather know and drink safe water, but I would really like to have reliable water. Something else happened today. So not only are we on a boil order, but we also lost internet for a brief period today. It was disruptive to work and it was annoying, but it's up and working now. And it was a whole spectrum issue. So it wasn't just an our house thing. Oh, hello, little squirrel. I haven't talked to you for a while, so I thought I'd just hop on, give you an update. Anthony is going to make dinner tonight and we don't have chicken set out, so we are going to do breakfast for dinner, and I am very excited about breakfast for dinner. He's going to make scrambled eggs and toast and maybe put some bacon in the scrambled eggs. Mom just used the remote start to start the Jeep, so we're going to head home. I'm going to call him and tell him to start dinner. Good morning. It is Friday. Anthony and I, despite going to bed last night at 9:30, stayed up until 10:30 at least talking. It was nice, but I am so tired this morning. So it's now 7:20, 7:24, and I'm just now getting out for my run. So I'm gonna be cutting it close. I'm gonna be sweaty at work. That's just how it is. I will not have time to shower before I go to work. But anyway, it's Friday, last day of work. Big plans this weekend, I think, for me anyway. So we'll bring you along for that in another weekend vlog. But we'll finish up today first. So let me do this run. I'll let you know how it goes when it's over. And then this evening, we'll probably go grocery shopping because we desperately need to go grocery shopping. I don't know that we've got any other major plans. I do have an idea for something that I would like to do. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but I might just push it just because I really want to get it done. Well, it is 7:55. Watch the 7:54, and I'm back. It went well, and also I remembered while I was running, I totally forgot to tell you, Anthony and I are both celebrating scale victories this morning. So I know a lot of things are like non-scale victories when you're on a weight loss journey, and it's like, hey, these clothes fit better. Also, this shirt definitely fits better, but my scale victory today, I'm finally under 190 pounds. It's taken like 3 weeks. I was stuck at like 191 for like 2 weeks, and I'm nearing the end of my cycle. That's the cat knocking over the cat treats because she wants some. She's trying to tell me something. But I'm nearing the end of my cycle, so like shedding a lot of water weight and de-bloating right now. But it is something I feel like is worth celebrating because I've been stuck above 190 for so long. And Anthony today is like 1 pound away from having lost 40 pounds since last July, which I think is just incredible. He's out on a walk right now. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you because I'm celebrating that today. I'm happy. It's progress. It's slow, but I'm making progress. Good evening. It is 6:12 p.m. We have had dinner. Emma has actually gone to the grocery store for us today because she had a doctor's appointment today, which was actually canceled. So she ended up having a whole lot of time today. So she called me earlier and she was like, hey, is there anything I can do for you while I'm out? And I told her, if you feel up to it, I would love it if you could go to the grocery store for me. And she did. So she brought home some more Kevin's meals that we had for dinner. Mom prepped the green beans and I did kind of like a stir fry. So I seared the chicken, then I added the green beans and a bunch of garlic and a little bit of like chili garlic paste. And I let that cook a little so that the green beans were kind of steamed and they were cooked a little. And then I added the sauce. Now I'm in my bathing suit because Mom and I are gonna get in the pool. I'm excited actually to get in the pool tonight. We don't usually get in the pool on Friday nights, but since we don't have to go to the grocery store, we've got a little bit of extra time. I am in my bathroom because I just changed and Emma's cat is up here eating. She's so cute. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you a little update. Today has been a day. Very busy, a lot of work stuff, some definitive news. I can't say if it's good or bad because at this point I don't know. We've been in a state of flux at work for, well, now 2.5 months. From May 15th until now, so it has been complete, total, and utter chaos since then, which is not my preferred way of doing things, but it feels like that's just our status quo for the time being. But I did get an idea of how things are going to progress from here and some potential new things for me to do in the next year or so. So it's very exciting. I had some really good conversations with my boss today, multiple, which was good. He was at like a big on-site meeting this week, so I didn't get to have very many conversations with him this week, so that was nice. Anyway, I'm gonna go downstairs and get the pool. I think I'm gonna make Mom watch Camp Rock. I don't know that Emma's gonna get in the pool with us. She might come sit outside, but I think I'm gonna make Mom watch Camp Rock tonight, maybe. I don't know, we'll see. Well, it is now nearly 11. I think it's like 10 till 11. We were in the pool, and then I were in the pool until almost 10. And then I took a shower and got the pool water out of my hair. And then I folded a load of laundry. So I've been busy. Very, very exciting end to my week. I need to do homework this weekend. I've got two modules of homework that are due Tuesday. So module 4 and module 5 are both due on Tuesday, which is crazy. But that will be in a different vlog. Actually, I'm not going to vlog doing homework, but we do have actually some plans this weekend. We're going to go furniture shopping. So that will be in the next vlog. But it was a really exciting week. Maybe it wasn't for you, but for me, I'm celebrating a scale victory today, breaking 190 pounds. That was exciting. I know a lot of people don't like to celebrate the scale victories and they like to celebrate the non-scale victories. I've had several of those, but this one just felt like it took forever to get there. And so that was kind of nice to celebrate. Anthony is coming to bed now. So I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye, good night. Thanks for watching this weekly vlog, and you guys will see me in another video really soon. Bye.